Okay, this is your update for Sunday, April 13th. This is Weather Out with Fred. I'm going to include some of your pictures in here, and we're going to talk about accumulations and what I predicted and what really happened. And also, I haven't heard any comments from people said that this wasn't going to happen and called me names. Nobody said a word back yet. So let's go back and take a look at this. Now, I'm taking this from my Friday afternoon video that I made showing where the snow was going to be at. And I said it would come all the way down here to the Mason-Dixon line. And this is from the National Weather Service, and this is what they recorded. And here's the Mason-Dixon line. Here's your blue all the way down. I know there was snow just south of Reading, and there was some snowflakes up where I was at. I know I drove through some snow up here, heading between Reading and Morgantown, Allentown, all the way up. I said it would snow in North Jersey. I said the Poconos would basically be your ground zero. The southern Poconos up through here, Hunter Mountain. I even said the snow would reach over here would possibly reach over to New York City, and they would see some snowflakes. And guess what? It was there. So, you know, everybody that said it wasn't going to happen and crucified me, um, guess what? It happened. So anyway, I think that's your last big one. So there we go. Nailed it. I can take credit for at least one. So this is where we were this week up to today so far, and we've been below normal, as you can guess. And part of it's because of the snow, which I think it's pretty much melted. And I'll get to your pictures in a second. Towards the end of the month, as you can see, we get above normal. This week's kind of an iffy up and down week. Gets close to normal, but we do go above normal next week, towards the middle of the following week, I should say, around the 23rd or so, we get above, and we stay there for a while, but we probably get a week out of it. And you can see it stays warm. This takes you all the way up the period between the 24th and the 1st of May. But then as we get into May, it kind of gets colder again. And again, colder, seasonally colder. So if we're talking a couple degrees and normal, say 60, and you're a couple degrees colder, you'd be a couple degrees colder during the day, like 57. So that's kind of what we're looking at. So if you're looking for spring, it's at the end of the month. Now, I'm going to go live if you want to join in. I'm going to go live Tuesday night, 7:30 to 8:30. I get a lot of requests for 7:30, so I'll do Tuesday night, 7:30 to 8:30 live on Facebook. Now, this is from Matthew Maloney. He was in Shahola, PA. He said he ended up between 4 and 6 inches of snow, and this is a picture that he took. Here's a picture from Maria, and she says her last name is Arneal. This is Route 196, Pocono Springs. We had about 5 inches, so 6 inches over the 2 day period. She said thanks because she was prepared in advance. That's what I try to do when I tell you a couple weeks ahead that we got a chance of snow coming up around a certain date. It's just to give you a heads up. Doesn't guarantee it, but it gives you a heads up because that means I'm pretty sure what I'm looking at. Now, this picture is from Justin Palladino. He's in Mastope. He said he got about 2 inches or so, and that looks just about right what I'm looking at. And I noticed that it's stuck in the streets pretty good too. And that's another thing. I kind of thought that maybe if it came down hard enough, the slush I told you would build up, and then snow would be on top of it if it came down hard enough. And apparently, that's kind of what it did. Now, here's a picture that Bill White sent in. He's from up near Honesdale. He doesn't quite tell me how many inches he got, but you can see he looks like he got at least 2 inches, and it looks pretty wet. You can see the branches hanging down. And this is John Onai. He says we got some slop. We got about 2 inches, and he's been crying for snow all winter. So I guess this was kind of a farewell to his snow hopes for the winter. But hey, it was snow nonetheless. No matter what, John, you got your snow. Okay, this is David Tarnolicki. He said he got roughly 2.5 to 3 inches, I'd say closer to three there in Bear Creek Township. And it looks like it's still snowing if I look close enough. So maybe he got a little bit more on top of that. And I'm going to mention one more time, going to go live Tuesday night, 7:30 to 8:30. There's two different pages, so when you look above in the comments, it'll tell you what time between 7:30 and 8, or is it between 8 and 8:30? Because I do each one separately, so you get a half hour in each. Please consider donating. Definitely can use some help. All those stuff that I look at is getting renewed now that I need, and I would appreciate it very much if you would take it into consideration. All right. Again, I'm going to go live Tuesday. Just look in the comment section. It'll tell you what time between 7:30 and 8 o'clock, 8:30, that I'll be doing it live. And just in case you're wondering, the .com page will open at the end of this week for everybody to enjoy and look at the great things to do in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware. Plus, the weather's there posted too. All right, everybody, take care. Be safe.